Alright, my niggas, how y'all feeling today? We're gonna talk about warfare, alright? So I'm gonna break it down today. I'm gonna talk all warfare all the way from like step one all the way to modern day. So like y'all really understand and y'all get it through y'all dummy what the fuck is going on with warfare. A lot of motherfuckers think warfare is Call of Duty, like no, this is not it, bro. It's a lot more complicated and probably simpler than you think. So we gonna start off like old times, You feel me? Everybody like we first started fighting with hands, pretty much rocks, before anybody, did anything. Like obviously the first early humans, hands, rocks, hit each other, do whatever. Then we went into spears, right? It's like I guess Tech 1 or just barely anything, but then you get to spears and slings. So you throw the rocks and shit, you feel me? Alright, so we got spears. But back in this time, the technology obviously was like, the obsidian rocks, But then we started making metals. So we started, we could talk about the Bronze Age, right? Bronze Age. Okay? So in the Bronze Age, they were able to, get metals, like copper, tin, So they started making shields, all that. Okay, from the Bronze Age, I could pretty much go to medieval age. Medieval. You was able to get bigger metals. That's when people started really actually getting more gunpowder too. Gunpowder started to be introduced. Now it wasn't widely used, and it started being in China actually, and they started using it at first. Some people used it for fireworks. Wasn't necessarily used for weaponry all the time, but you feel me? So then, from medieval times, right, we got, colonial era. Colonial. It's like when you got the muskets, right, feel me? One shot, one go. You already see the evolution, right? Like, we just keep evolving. So the reason I'm showing y'all this is that I see this is evolving. So now from colonial times where, people had rifles, and then they literally were fighting people in the medieval era that only had metalwork and shit. Very big skill gap, right? From each, from medieval age to Bronze Age, it wasn't that deep, but from colonial to medieval, it was. So now we're gonna go modern, right? But we're gonna put modern up to 2020, okay? 2020 is the end of modern warfare, okay? Like that, as we know, and actually, I'm not even gonna say modern warfare. I'm gonna say modern 20th century, okay? Because we're now in the 21st century. We're a good 25 years in. So modern warfare is the warfare in Call of Duty and all that, UAV strikes. This I don't even need to explain what that is. Y'all already